Hello. Okay, so something I feel like talking about today on this mini episode of 100% Real with Ruby is this whole motivation thing. So I recently did a webinar with my inner circle. I have the free training available, so if you're listening to this and you're not a client and you haven't already seen it, shoot me a message and I will invite you to the Dropbox folder with the free training. But back to this whole motivation thing. It's really, really easy to say, I don't feel motivated today, and just not show up. And this is a lot of the time what stops people from getting any real results that they want to achieve, because we are never going to be motivated every single day. I don't even think I am. I don't even know what I am. It's just a habit for me. And it's never been that way because I used to struggle showing up. I remember times where I used to drive halfway to the gym, and halfway to the gym there was a roundabout. And at the roundabout, I used to go, do I go around, I used to just go around in circles saying, do I go to the gym or do I go back home? I don't feel like working out today. Sometimes that shit happens, but the more that you push through and the more that you do it, the more that you are creating that confidence loop in yourself, and the more that you are creating a habit to just show up anyway. And my advice whenever someone doesn't feel like it is, just fucking go. You don't have to do the whole session if you don't feel like it, but it's just going through the motions. If you have a reasonable answer, you need to realize when you're just giving excuses or when you legit have a reason that you cannot go. You need to be able to distinguish between that. Is this just an excuse, or is this just me being really honest with myself and it's not a good day to go today? Get really clear on that. Because if it's just an excuse, show up anyway. You don't have to do a whole session. Just do the first 20 minutes. Just do the first 15 minutes. Just get yourself there. Something I used to do all the time on days I didn't feel like going is I took longer to warm up. And I just took my time through the first exercise. And sometimes I'm smashing it by the end. Other times it's just been a day where I just went through the motions, got shit done, ticked it off, went back home and carried on with my day. Not every session needs to be mind-blowing. Not every session needs to have progress. It's sometimes just getting shit done. And it's pushing through this discomfort, that friction of when you don't want to go, that makes all of the difference. Because not only does proving to yourself that you do hard things and you stick to your word leak into every other area of life, but you honestly show up better to your day. You have more energy. It's meant to give you energy. You should be feeling proud of yourself on the other end. If anything, you should be feeling proud of yourself. If you go when you don't want to, you should be feeling even more proud of yourself. And that should feed into everything else that you do moving forward. Because it is then that you are creating a momentum for change. You are creating a momentum for the person that you want to become. Because how many times are you going to keep pushing things off and saying, nah, I don't feel like it today, and then creating a habit loop of not showing up and not being the person that you want to be, but then complaining that you're so far away from where you want to be, you feel like crap, you're not having confidence in the bedroom, you're not having confidence in your life, you're so stressed out and all this other stuff, that actually being active and fit and showing up for yourself actually helps. It is going to be hard sometimes. And if you, you should be at least having 2 days of rest. You should not be training 6 days a week. 5 is the maximum anyone should be training. 4 is how often I train, and that is my sweet point. So You have 3 rest days to play with. But never miss twice is one of my biggest things. And that was one of the biggest things that helped me at the start. But now I have 3 rest days in a row because I prefer to smash out 4 training sessions in a row and then have my 3 rest days. You need to make it work for you. But you also need to realize, am I just making an excuse to not go today? Or is this legitimate? Because you can shove off your rest days all that you want, but you're still creating that message to yourself that you're making excuses for the person that you want to become. Like, something I say all the time is, and something I've heard so many other mentors of mine and other coaches that I'm really close with say, is that you need to treat your fitness like your finances. Because this is a lifetime thing. It really is. Your fitness bleeds into so many other areas of your life. It makes you live longer. It gives you a higher quality of life. And that's something so many people fail to recognize. And once you recognize that, your world just opens up to you. It really does. And my phone went flying, but my phone's back now. But once you realize that every deposit that you make into your life right now is a deposit for the person that you want to become, and a deposit for aging better, aging healthier, and you're actually saving money in the long run down the road, because you are going to be a healthier person in general. You really are. You're not going to get sick as often. You're going to be a lot more stronger as you age within your own, like, one of the biggest causes of death in the aged is falls. Falls lead to hospitalization and all these other negative repercussions. Because our muscles lose power, they lose strength, and our stability wanes. And that's everything that fitness helps you for. It helps your hormonal regulation. It helps so much. So think about all of the benefits that putting yourself first brings you, and think about the other end, the person that you want to become. Because every single training session that you do, every single meal that you eat, all of that is an investment into this person that you want to become. Stop taxing out your credit card. Stop maxing out your credit card, whatever you want to call it, and start putting in the deposits as often as you can.